This episode is brought to you by Naked Fig Soap. Shop over a dozen handcrafted artisan soaps locally sourced and made in Arizona using the finest non-toxic intentional ingredients. Naked Fig Soap also offers facial care products along with accessories like soap dishes, soap saver bags, and more.
Visit their website at nakedfigsoap.com and use code DRUMMINGUP, all one word, for 20% off online orders. And that is the best place to find her now.
Yes.
She doesn't really have a storefront so much as she
As
has her,
of right now.
Yeah, as of right now,
Yes.
she has her products in certain locations,
Yes.
which again is the best place to find her is at her nakedfigsoap.com website.
Yes.
Or her socials. Instagram is a great spot to find her. Ask her any questions where she's going to be at like a farmer's market.
Yes.
You can find all that out. Or
But coming up, she's
Yeah.
moving to bigger and better opportunities.
Yes, absolutely. And we're very happy to hear that because,
Yes.
we just want to make
She's one
sure
of our
she's doing
favorite,
okay.
favorite companies.
Oh, yeah. Whenever we're getting low, we always place our order.
Yes.
And again, use that code drumming up,
Yes.
all one word, to get that 20% off discount.
For sure.
nakedfigsoap.com. It'll be in the show notes. We'll have her website. And then the best thing to do is from the website, go find her socials, follow her. That helps her. And by you doing that, it helps us because we know you're listening. We know you're buying her great products. She also offers tattoo care and everything too.
Yes,
so
she does.
just a ton of stuff that she does. It's all locally made and everything. So what was that website again?
That is nakedfigsoap.com.
Using code drumming
Drumming
up,
Up.
all one word, for 20% off at checkout.
Hi there, this is Julian of Gorad, and you are listening to Drumming Up Conversation. Hell yeah.
Drumming up conversation. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, drumming up conversation. Drumming up, drumming up, drumming up conversation. Drumming up, drumming up, drumming up conversation. Drumming up, drumming up, drumming up conversation. Yeah!
Perfect. There we go. There you go. Awesome. So how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing well. Doing
Thank you
well.
so much for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, we appreciate
No, thank
it.
you for having me.
Oh, of
This
course.
is so exciting.
Awesome.
Awesome.
So today we are joined by Angel Bukata, the drummer of Exigent.
Mhm.
So what age did you start playing?
I'm sorry about the chimes in the back.
Oh,
I've been
oh,
playing
yeah.
drums since I was 8 years old.
Okay.
I was always into music. I was like a little kid dancing, singing, but drums is just the main goal for me. That I just loved how it felt on my chest, the bass,
Mhm.
and it just ever since it just started off from there.
Very cool.
So that was that the first and last instrument you pretty much were interested in?
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Same here. So
Oh, twins.
yeah. And are you self-taught or did you take lessons, a little of both?
Well, at the beginning, I was self-taught, but I got a drum kit on my 8th birthday. So my parents are very supportive. They let me like doodle and everything with it, but then they took me to Guitar Center. I started doing lessons there. Everything was by the book. That's how I kind of learned everything fundamental, rudiments. I liked it. And then after that, I went to School Rock, and that's how I started gaining the experience on working with other people and learning, sadly, songs really quick
Okay.
because School Rock is more of a song by song, which was
Okay.
awesome because I got to gain a lot of covers, and I know a lot of covers because of them, which I'm really grateful about. And I'm also really grateful that they taught us how to be stage presence, and that was really awesome of them.
That's really cool. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's awesome.
Did you play in school band? If so, did your school have a drum line?
Yes. So when I was in 9th and 10th grade, my ninth grade year was COVID year. So everyone was like on Google Forms or everything like that. So I couldn't really experience my freshman year, but I did my sophomore year band, and I was just a percussionist. That was just like the class. And then I was in drumline. I was first bass in marching band. So that was also really fun for me too.
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. You got the higher end of the bass drum then, right?
Yeah.
That first, yeah. I'm trying to remember. It's been a little while because
It's a smaller one.
yeah, yeah. So the higher timbre on.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I did tenors my freshman and
I love
sophomore,
that.
and then I did center snare my senior year.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah,
Oh, that's so
it was a blast.
awesome.
Yeah. Best experience I had because it's very much like a sports team with the drum line.
Hmm.
Like it's everyone's gonna be on the same page, everyone has their role, everything else. So it was really cool experiencing all that. I'm sure you had the same thing as
Yeah.
well, or you have to be on cue because especially if we're doing like the tricks and stuff like that, and you know hitting each other's drums or whatever you do for little tricks
Yeah.
and everything. Or yeah, so we did all that. So yeah, that was it was a lot of fun learning all that. Who were some of your influences?
So, how I first started playing drums, it
Mhm.
was Nico McBrain from Iron Maiden. I was
Nice.
5. That was my first concert. And that's how kind of all started. I love the bass, how it just made you do 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 do. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I think this is what I want to do. That was when I was little and that's who I was looking up to. But
Okay.
then as I got older, Bow from the Morning, she's amazing. Like that just female fronted band in general.
Hmm.
And they're just really strong. And then for Motionless and White as a whole, they're
Ria's band, right?
That's
Okay.
Rhea
they're
Okay.
Ripley.
so
Yeah,
awesome. But yeah, those are my influences right now.
Nice. That's
very cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
So were your parents into metal music? Are they into metal music?
Yes, they are. Both my parents are. My dad is more of the metalhead. My mom, she's more like the emo, classic rock, hair metal.
Okay.
So I had heavy influences from them.
That's
But they don't play
awesome.
any instruments, but the music is for sure from them.
That's very
Hey,
cool.
that's all you need is just that they're into it because that
Hmm.
helps them get
They
into what you're
support.
doing. That's really, especially that instrument. It's not an
Hmm.
easy instrument for parents to
Oof. What, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
When I first was living in townhouses, they hated me.
All
uh,
They
right.
hated me because it's like, of course, it's wall by wall, everything's
mhm.
so loud. And I had like a curfew on when to stop playing. And the neighbor's like, yeah, you can't
Yeah,
play past 9. And we're like, that's completely understandable. Thank you so much for working with us.
yeah,
They didn't like us because of that. But yeah, they're very supportive. I'm very grateful for them.
Yeah.
yeah. That's
It's
that's really cool.
it's a loud instrument. There's been times before that I've come home from work and he's been playing and I could hear him coming down the street. It's so loud.
Yeah, my neighbors from two houses down the street, they
Mm.
can hear me. And they texted my dad, "Oh, you're rocking out tonight?" And I'm like, "Yep." And I feel embarrassed sometimes 'cause I don't realize how loud I am, but it's always nice. Sorry, that's my cat.
Oh,
She's
you're fine.
Okay.
You're good. You're good.
But I
Yeah.
mean, at one time though, we opened up our front door and there was a note on it from a kid that said, "Is this the house where the drummer lives? You're really cool."
Oh,
Well, that would be cool to give drum lessons, but he didn't leave anything else on the
Yeah,
note.
yeah.
And
Like,
we
oh,
never had another note after that. It
yeah.
was like, okay, this is fun. You can be taught some things.
Yeah, if
Come
you
in,
want to
you
learn,
can be
I'll
taught
yeah,
some things.
yeah. So it was one of those like, oh man, you should have left some information. I like to know who said it, like
mhm.
so. But
That's so
it's cool.
sweet.
Yeah, it's you know, both sides because I've had it also where someone's pounding on the door to tell you to stop also.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really cool that your parents supported it
Yeah.
and had your back
Yeah,
and all that. So because
they
there's
really
no
did.
volume knob on drums.
No, there's not. And even when I had my electric kit, it was my neighbors still hear the
Yeah.
like you
So you
can't
might as
do
well have the
anything.
yeah, you might as well have the acoustic then. At least it sounds good,
Absolutely.
so
So they know what I'm playing and doing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So did you play the songs when you were learning as well, when you're taking lessons and self-taught and everything? Did you play the songs or just do your own thing?
Um, when I was self-taught, I heard about rudiments. So
Okay.
I was starting that I was really heavy YouTube too.
Hmm.
So it was like rudiments and then I found like simple rock songs.
Okay.
And my first rock song that I played was AC/DC Back in Black.
Had a feeling it was gonna be an AC/DC song.
Yeah, it was an AC/DC song. After that, it was From the Bell Tolls, Metallica.
Okay.
And that's how I first started.
Is there any song that your parents said, "Oh, you're playing that again"?
No, if anything, they did like song requests. They're
Oh,
like, "Oh,
nice.
can you play that song again?" I'll be like, "I don't want to." Okay, fine. And I'll just do it again.
What were a couple that they requested?
I remember when I was playing Nothing Else Matters,
Okay.
my mom from Metallica, she would say, "Hey, can
Yeah.
you play that?" You Could Be Mine. That was another one by Guns
That's
N'
a fun
Roses.
one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was awesome. When I was first starting to play, it was a Slayer song. Like Skeletons of Society, that was
Okay.
one.
Okay.
And yeah, that was my starting points of songs.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
So, as a female drummer, have there been any obstacles that you've run into, or has there ever been a time that someone has told you, "Oh, you're a girl, you can't do that"?
Yeah.
Um,
Not even like, oh, you can't do that, you're a girl. I just got a lot of, oh, you're so good for a girl. And at the time, I was so young too. It was like, oh, you're so young and a girl, you're hit so hard. It's like, thank you for paying attention to me and listening to me, but I didn't appreciate the backhanded compliment.
right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
Some
You're
people don't realize that they're doing that though, which I
for sure.
completely understand.
Yeah.
But there's some of that, and there's like I actually don't mind at this point because they just see, oh, it's just a girl, that's it.
Mhm.
And then when I start playing, they're like, oh, you actually can do something. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Have you
Okay.
had any people come up to you or any girls come up to you afterward and say, "You inspired me, I want to do what you do"?
Yes. I felt like crying. There's this one older lady. She came up to me. She's like, "When I grow up, I want to be just like you." And I I felt so inspired just by her saying that. And she's told me like, "Oh, I've been starting drum lessons because of you."
Oh, wow.
nice.
Oh my gosh, thank you
Really
so
cool.
much.
Right.
That was just so, that for me was inspiring to like
Yeah.
just for me to continue what I'm doing. And I was actually making a difference in like the local community. I felt so appreciated. And thank you. Wow, you're awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes up for all the other ones that you had prior to that that were
Right.
more on the negative side. You're like, oh, screw
Yeah,
them. Like what I'm doing is making a difference, and I'm doing it for me and
absolutely.
for them. So that's really really cool. So you don't play any other instruments?
No,
No.
I don't, sadly. I was trying to get into bass guitar and I was trying to do lessons with that, but then I moved and I never picked it up again, which I want to go back and start doing. But besides that, no, I just do drums.
Do you sing background or any
I
background?
do background vocals, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not a good um singer by itself. Like I don't think I could be a front person, but I'm good for like harmonies if you
Yeah.
need that. I
Yeah.
got it.
I get
But
that. Yeah.
besides that, no, that's it. That's it.
That's all right. That's similar to me. So I tried other instruments. I'm like, there's so many with just percussion alone and then drums that I need to learn. I don't need to learn another instrument. We have plenty on our side.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I get bored with six or four strings anyway. So that was my thing of learning. I'm like, this is it. This is all you get to work with. Like, I need
Yeah.
more.
I need to hit something.
Yeah, I need to hit
Get that
stuff.
anger out.
Yeah, and I need more stuff to like. Drums are just pretty anyway. So like
Mhm. They
yeah,
are.
they
You
are.
get to do customizations, and if
Yeah,
not that you can't do it with guitar or bass. I'm not saying that you can't, but it's just it
yeah.
looks nicer. It has a bigger canvas.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. For sure.
So when did you form your first band?
So I wasn't really ever in bands. The first band that I was in, it was Exigent. So
Okay.
that was the band that like, okay, this is my first official band that I feel okay, we're actually gonna make music, we're actually gonna do something together. And it's just not gonna just talk about making something and then it never happens.
Mhm.
Um, I joined my sophomore year of high school and now I'm still with them. I'm in my senior year. Um, We do our own original music. We have shows coming up. Everything's going really well. We're making our little connections with other communities and other drummers and other bands, and I feel really appreciated there.
Very cool.
That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Because a lot of people aren't, when they form their first band, they have other bands and everything else too. So that's really cool that you're doing your thing. And this is the time to do it. It's so many different platforms you can do and all that. I wish when I was growing up I had this much options. So that's
Yeah.
really cool that you're doing that and getting to do it your
Thank
own
you.
way. And you guys are really, really good. Like I
Thank
really
you.
like what you guys are doing. It's awesome. I wrote down as notes that like the harmonies are awesome on it. It's got that nice heaviness, but it's melodic
A lot
too.
of heaviness.
Hmm.
Oh,
That's
and
what we try
that's
to go for.
yeah, very, I would say Iron Maiden-ish, where it's very, very heavy guitar and drums and everything, but the vocals are very melodic. You got the harmonies and all that. So I definitely we hear the influences in it, but has that modern metal to it as well. And
Yes.
the drumming is really, really good on
Thank
it.
you.
It's
Um, we have to like for sure say thank you to Brian from Fame on Fire. He's the one that produced everything and he has a little studio in Delray.
okay.
Uh, he's the one that like, hey, we should add this to this because we came in and with our ideas and how the song that we thought, okay, this is how it's gonna go. And Brian was like, all right, um, I like this, but and he did like little tweaks and it really made the song a lot
Yeah.
different, made it
Very
better.
cool. Very cool. And your song Low was released on her birthday on April 11th.
Oh,
Very cool. So I wanted
Very cool.
to note that as well. So yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you touring? Do you do any touring?
No, we don't do any touring. Right now we're just kind of playing at Respectable Street or Propaganda, like all over Florida right now,
Play locally.
locally.
Yeah. Do your parents come out?
Yes, they come to every show.
That's
They
awesome.
they have to help me like load in and unload the drum
Yeah.
kit.
Yeah.
I don't trust myself driving with all that equipment in the car.
Uh-huh.
So that's just my personal thing. I would like them to come and they do. So I feel really appreciated with that. Just
And
a lot more
your
help.
bandmates are brother and sister? Is that correct?
Yes, they are. Justin and Jacob, they're brother and sister. Jessica does vocals and bass. Jacob does guitar. Their parents also come out to the shows too. So it's all the help that we can get, and it's just awesome.
How's the dynamic between them? Is there any sibling rivalry? Do they get along really well?
They get along really well, surprisingly. Like some people with siblings in the band, I could see that they might be a little rift, but they're really like, oh, I don't like that. Okay, well, let's do something else. And they compromise and we all do our thing because it's not like a two against one either.
Yeah.
Like it's all like a whole little triangle. Like we got it. We got it. We know like how to be respectful in a way,
Yeah.
just be and all we're all respectful to each other.
That's awesome.
I know it's so kind of boring, right?
No, that's fine. No, we don't we're hoping that you all get together. That's what we're
Yeah,
hoping.
we're all good.
Instead of like, no, they hate each other, they don't work together, and it's all
Yeah,
separate. No, we don't want
we're all
that.
together.
That's the great thing about a power trio as well, is
Hmm.
that's the strongest form. Um, so are you guys planning on releasing a full album?
Yes, right
Okay.
now we're actually making some skeletons and we're writing it down music and Jessica, she's the one that usually comes up with the melodies and the lyrics, and we take it from there. Whatever melody she comes up with, I try to add a beat. Jake does his little thing, like do 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 do, and there we go.
Cool. Do you do any session work?
Mm-mm.
No, just
It's just Exigent. We're all just focused on Exigent. All of us. We're not in any other bands. We're not doing any type of outside work. It's just if type of work that we would do with art or anything,
Mhm.
it would be for the band.
Very cool. That's
Very
awesome.
cool.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Yeah, it's the way to do it. So with your gigs that you've done, any fun stories, anything that like Spinal Tap moments, any craziness,
Um,
Practical jokes.
practical jokes, or anyone?
practical jokes.
Yeah.
Well, We have a thing in the band that we play Uno a special way.
Okay.
So it's really honestly like cheating Uno,
Okay.
and we can like steal each other's cars or stuff. But Jacob, when he plays, he has a +4 card on his guitar. And people are like, why do you have the Uno card? And it's just like that's our inner joke. Like it's because we always play Uno, or Uno's like the band game.
Okay. That's
So
cool. Yeah.
little inside joke.
Yeah, for sure. Are you guys planning on touring at all, doing like visiting, other states next to you or anything like that?
Not right now.
No.
That's
Okay.
not in our agenda right now,
Mhm.
but we would love to in the
Yeah.
future for sure.
Very cool.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
How many snare drums do you have?
I have three.
Okay, cool. Good number.
Yeah. Oh, you're the first one on that's had the same amount as I have.
Yeah, I have three.
Okay.
One was a part of my Gretsch kit. That was my very first acoustic kit, excuse me. The second one was a gift from Cassie Cloud, and she's another YouTuber, cover artist, which I felt very flattered. Second one is that one was an SJC
Okay.
snare, and this one's also a SJC snare. So my new whole drum kit is all custom, and me and my dad designed it, and it's SJC.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, because that's the one that has the pink snare, correct?
Yes, it's a
Yeah, very
brain.
cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you.
And is that your favorite?
It's my favorite.
Okay, okay. Because we
It's
all we all could have like 30 snares, but we have that one that
yeah.
the 90 percenter. So
Mhm.
just
I
curious.
love it.
Yeah. What do you like to do when you aren't creating music? Is there any hobbies that you do? Anything else?
Listening to music.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What are you listening to right now? What's your favorite?
Actually, it's not rock. It's Caliuchis. She's a Spanish artist.
Okay.
So her newer album, I'm like replaying it, and that's the album I'm stuck on right now. Yeah,
Okay.
that's just my thing. And I like to read. I like to read. If I'm not gonna be busy with school or work, I'll be doing that too. And I'll just go out with my friends. We'll go out to eat. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, because we've learned that some people like when they're not creating, they like to, dive into some other things,
Painting
skydiving or
or
painting
painting.
or do
Oh,
some crazy, so all different kinds. So we're just curious,
yeah, absolutely.
we found some people that do tours in museums and stuff like that, and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Wow.
So yeah, so just one of our fun questions that we get fun answers from. We'll do some rapid fire with you real quick if you're cool with
Okay.
that. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm fine with that.
Favorite rudiment.
Glam tap.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just so swingy. You can make it swingy if you want.
For sure.
Hmm.
Click or no click?
No click.
Yes.
I should be playing with click, but
It's not rock. That's not rock and roll.
lately I've been playing with a click, but I grew up sadly with no click.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same here. Yeah. I trust my meter more. Yeah.
Mhm.
I get that. Hitting hard or hitting soft.
Hitting hard.
Okay. I
Hitting
might take
hard.
that out. I haven't had one person say hitting soft. So
Oh, I hit them very hard.
Yeah.
yeah. Double pedal or double kick.
Double pedal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coated or clear heads.
Coated.
Okay.
Gives me a
Nylon.
warmer tone.
Yeah. Nylon or wood tip.
Wood tip.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't like nylon.
We'll get into that in a minute. Deep
Mhm.
snare or shallow snare.
Shallow.
Okay. Odd time or 4/4.
4/4.
Okay. And recording or playing live.
Playing live.
Yeah.
Playing live. Highlighted and bolded.
Very cool.
Yeah.
How long have you been with Scorpion Percussion?
Since 2021.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been a minute. I love their sticks. I like the merch. I have the 5As. I got my little signature, my little logo, the band logo. We
Awesome.
got a little customization. I will admit though, sometimes I do go through them like candy, but it's my fault because I should be getting a more thicker stick.
Mhm.
I like playing with more lighter sticks,
Okay.
but I love them so much. They're really I like how big the acorn is too.
Yes. Yeah. That's because I like hitting the bell on the ride.
Mhm.
That
Has
helps
more heavier sound.
for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still on my first pair,
Oh, I
but I
don't
have
know.
thicker, heavier stick. So
Yeah, my
yeah, so I
warm-up
really
sticks are
yeah.
thicker. That's my
Okay.
thing.
Did they
My
send you
lighter
the
ones.
the giant, yeah, the giant warm up that doesn't have the tipper at the end on it, whatever? They send you one of them?
No.
Oh, I got one that's like it's like that thick, and they're just like warm ups. They're insane.
Weapons.
Yeah,
They're pretty much weapons.
yeah, like
No,
it's
I've
crazy.
not received
Interesting.
those.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't ask for them. They just sent them in the when they sent me my first batch of sticks. So I was curious. Yeah,
I really like how they send the stickers too, like the
yeah.
stickers and the earplugs. But I also have like these practice sticks. So the
Okay.
little, yeah, these are 5B.
Yeah, I like the stickers too. So.
Because you have the stickers.
So other than Scorpion, are there any other endorsers you'd like to bring up? Okay.
SJC drums.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, like I said, I have my whole kit customized
Mhm.
by them. It's really awesome. I love the artwork, and it's just like the whole thing is, oh, excuse me. The whole thing is thick, and I did have to like get used to it at first, but they're all made by M7 maple shells,
Okay.
and the whole theme is Night of the Living Dead, and that's how I came up with the whole thing too.
Okay. And is that on your Instagram and everything, the picture?
Yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
That we can put that in there.
Oh,
And
thank you.
yeah, where are they based out of?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts? Okay, it sounds familiar. Okay. I have some family on the in the New England area, so I'm like, that sounds really familiar. That might be why. So
Yeah,
okay.
they're like a little boutique. They're not little. Sorry, they're a boutique drum store. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. And what do you have coming up?
We have a couple shows coming up. I have one this Saturday, next Saturday, and I can't tell you right now where. I don't remember.
Okay.
It's so bad. But I know that we're playing at Respectable Street too, and it will be on my Instagram if anything.
Cool. Cool. And we'll have all that in the show notes as
All right,
well.
perfect. Thank you.
Very cool. Very cool. And where's the best place for our listeners to find you and your music?
Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you can literally get music
Okay.
right there. But my personal favorite, Spotify.
Yeah.
Same. That's how, yeah, that's where we're listening to Exigent and all that. So
Thank you.
that's where like they need to come out with a full album. All these singles are fun, but we need more. Yeah,
We're planning. We're
yeah.
planning.
Very cool. Very cool. Awesome. Well, thanks again for joining
Thank
us. We
you
really
so much.
appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye. Have a great one,
Bye.
guys.
Drumming
Yeah.
up conversation.